homeschool teachers, homeschool moms, or even homeschool dads. I'm the one that shoots again with Two Cute Classrooms, and today we're going to have another teachable moment. And the topic we're going to be talking about is wintertime. It is currently wintertime here. So we're going to just be talking about some things we can teach our kids during the wintertime. So we talk about winter, which is not my favorite season, but you can use winter as a learning experience for your students or your own children. How can you teach using winter? What would be something? Well, of course, you could discuss weather, the various types of weather. You could go over the 4 seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall. You could talk about those, and you could really get in depth and give a lot of detail about the things that take place during each season. Of course, you can talk about the water cycle, which is one of my favorites. That would be a great science lesson to talk about. The cycle where you have the snow, where you have the sleet, even rain. All of these are things that are you could cover in science class dealing with wintertime. You could talk about how the earth rotates around the sun, what that has to do with the various seasons. You could also discuss animal care. You could discuss how you take care of your pets during the winter time, because if you have pets that are indoors, maybe they're okay, but those that are outside, like your horses, maybe you have cats that stay outside, or your dogs, or whatever it is. You might want to go over that with your students. I'll tell you something I found very fascinating, I was curious about, was how do these animals, these wild animals in nature, how do they survive during the wintertime? So you might want to talk about, the hibernation. I think the word is called bromation or something. But anyway, like with alligators and various other animals that live outside. You can also use this as a time to read some winter books. Some books that are set in the wintertime. That could introduce the topic of setting. That could introduce the topic of theme. You can also talk about winter holidays. There are various holidays that take place in the wintertime, depending on where you live. Of course, here in the United States, we have some of my favorites, which are Christmas, and there's New Year's, and of course Valentine's Day is in February, which falls in the winter time. You have President's Day. All of these are holidays that you can discuss that deal with winter time here. You might also want to branch off into the holidays or things that happen in other countries during the winter time. You might want to talk about when winter or cold time is in other places, because we know we're on one side of the earth, and those on the other side, when we're having winter, they may be having spring or summer. So you might want to discuss that. They also do something different with with their school system, so that could be discussed. You might want to talk about the various sporting events or activities that you can do in the wintertime. Currently, we are doing the Winter Olympics. So you might want to talk about skating. You might want to talk about snowboarding, skiing. All of these are things that you do in the wintertime. You might also want to have some winter writing prompts. You could ask your students to talk about their favorite winter food, comfort food. For me, of course, that's going to be soup. I love soup in the winter. You could talk about the hot cocoa. You could talk about how that's made. You could talk about the traditions of soup, the various types of soup, which ones are best for cold weather. You might want to talk about a winter adventure. You might want to lead into them doing a narrative about a fun time they had in the wintertime, or maybe you could do an opinion paper, which is the best season. Is summer better? Is winter better? Why winter should be outlawed? That's permission. I'm not that bad of a stickler about winter, but I just don't like. I don't like winter. You could also talk about the life cycles of various animals and plants. You might want to talk about the ones that those evergreens that live all year long in comparison to the ones that don't. Either way, these are some fun and exciting things that you can teach your students or your kids at home about winter time. Again, this was Miss Shields with 2 Cute Classrooms. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Be sure to give my video a thumbs up, subscribe, follow, and like, and I'll see you in the next video.